Okay, hi guys. It's been a while since I've seen your faces. Um, First off, I want to say congratulations to Devin. I just got news that he signed, he executed another house in his real estate ventures. Woo, up north.
Oh, nice.
Um, Also, Casey, girl, you kill it. You're killing it. Like, especially in the Conquer Your Meal Prep group.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh,
she did a lot of work. I don't
yeah.
know if you guys know, but a 5-day food group like that, it takes a lot of work and a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So up to you, man. Thank you for
Yeah, it
your
was a
help,
lot
by the
more
way.
work than I thought it was gonna be.
So I know it does take a lot of work, but I want to actually try to do our next regroup a little differently, and use our faces more.
Yeah.
So I think that's what is kind of missing.
I think people get lost in like the text
Yeah.
and
I
they're like,
think
oh my God, it's so much reading. And then like when you're doing the videos, everybody's like, oh, a video. Like I want to see a
yeah, they
video.
like it better with the videos.
Yeah.
I've done it where it's just really like I just winged it.
Hmm.
But it was when I first started and everything. But I think I like
Yeah.
that better than using these. Or what we could do is use these guides, but add our own flair and make it our own.
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear what you said. You said use the what?
Like use the guides like we did before,
Uh-huh.
but make it our own. And we'll go
Yeah.
live and make it a lot better. So we'll work on that for next month, our next free group.
Yeah.
So I wanted to, we're recording. Okay. I'm hoping not to get any interruption in my reception. So bear with me. So I wanted to kind of go over some of the business building tips that you should be doing every day in order to go ahead and build your business. But we need to do some branding work. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I have for us today, where's my notes? Okay. I have some activities for us to do. So we're going to take a few minutes to do each step. So, but before that, I want to go over something real quick. So not really challenge group. The emerald push. I want to do an emerald push. It's going to be 3 days long. And I'm going to add some trainings in there. And I know you have training already. So this is what I'm going to do. You're going to have your regular training, but I'm also going to add accountability in there and a money pot. So in order to do the emerald push, it's $20 put in. Okay. So let's see. We had 5 people. By the way, my uncle just signed up his wife, so he is now halfway to emerald. Okay. And he's planning on signing up one of his friends, so he may even see emerald tomorrow. So, mind you, for those that are not emerald yet, you have a week starting Monday, the 27th, and then to September 3rd. Okay, that will be, so you have 3 days of the emerald training, and then you have a whole week to go ahead and apply those trainings and make it to emerald. So the money pot is going to be how it works. $20 a person. If we have 4 people, that's 24 to $80. But guess what? I'm going to match it. So who could use an extra $160 for signing up? Okay? That also adds to your retail commission and your team volume. I don't know if you guys know, but when you make it to emerald, you start getting leads. Those are fun. Like an extra $500 a month just from leads. They get sent to your website, and you can actually look them up, who your leads are.
Okay.
Writing. Um, so you get your leads, and also I'll show you how to contact them. I've gotten some leads that turned into coaches, or that purchase challenge packs too, when they've joined me before.
So leads are people that like what called Beachbody and said they were interested in something.
Or they go onto the Beachbody website and they purchase something without a coach.
Got it.
Okay, so they get sent to you. You have to become an Emerald first, and you got to be teaching for SE, for Success Club.
And you have to do what?
Yeah, cut out.
For Success Club.
Ah, got it.
Okay.
Oh.
So those are the qualifications in order to get leads. But that's only if I have enough people to do it, to do the Emerald first. So I would like at least 4 people. If not, I'll see if we can do it with 3. Okay. So I know we're having a little bit of trouble kind of showing up every day. I'm not gonna lie, it used to be really hard for me until I had to master time. Okay? Especially if you have 3 kids, Chantel, I totally understand. So this is why we're gonna try to figure out how we can work everything in. So when I tell you guys, find out how to incorporate coaching into your life, I mean, you have to become more transparent. So in that, we have to understand what your brand is. You have to understand what your coaching is about.
Mm-hmm.
Is it, are you a mom with 3 kids and also you're trying to find time to get healthy and in shape? Do you love statement shirts? Do you like the Patriots? I don't know. Like, we're gonna look for things about you besides fitness.
Right.
Because I don't know if you guys heard of the term jab, 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 right hook. No? Okay.
I heard it on one of the calls, but I didn't, I haven't but before that, I've never heard of it before.
It is an amazing book by Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk is a huge, huge, huge business owner. And he's a huge motivational speaker. So a jab is considered like details of your life. So when you're posting, especially back when Facebook required you to do 3 to 6 posts a day in order to stay in their algorithm, you had to do 3 posts that were jabs, and at least 1 was your right hook. A lot of people get it wrong. A lot of people are like, oh, they post about Beachbody, and then your right hook is something special, like, oh, you a cat, or your dog mom, whatever.
Yeah.
It should really be like, you're a dog mom, you love statement shirts, you have to have your coffee in the morning kind of deal or something. And then your Beachbody is the byproduct. So that's your right hook. So with your 3 jabs, you're reeling them in. You're trying to attract your audience and letting them know, like, hey, yeah, over here, I'm not just into fitness. I'm here to actually help you. I'm actually a real person and not a robot. I have a life outside of fitness. And that is why they sign up with me. Like, me and Casey were talking, and you signed up with me because of basically my language and how I word things, because it's authentic.
Right.
You know? Because I'm hood.
You're like, I mean.
But you know what I mean? You know? Which, there are coaches who are not like that. So use the power of you.
Some of the coaches sound like they drank unicorn poop for breakfast. They're like, I'm here.
I'm a real unicorn.
My unicorn juice. I know. People are like, what the hell is unicorn juice? But you see how it creates curiosity?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, what is unicorn juice? What is that? What are you drinking? I don't say Energize.
Right.
I don't say Shakeology. Very rarely do I say those brands, the only reason why I don't go branding and saying brands like that is because I want them to see the value in me.
Right. And that's not how people talk. You say, I took my pre-workout or I took my shake today. People aren't like, I took my GNC Pure Edge today. Like nobody talks like that. So it's just like.
I took my GNC Pure Edge.
You got to talk like
Yes,
a regular
exactly.
person.
I want you to talk like you're normal.
Yeah.
Not like you're a spokesperson for these
Yeah.
So,
So
I
I
mean,
walk
every
around
once
with
in
my
a while,
Shaco bag and do this in public.
yeah, every once in a while I do it. But most of the time I let them know like a more descriptive kind of answer so they can like understand what it is. So like, what is technology?
Right.
Or rather than like, me saying, oh, these are my superfoods. And they're like, oh, superfoods, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, that's a little bit of that. So I want to know because every single day you kind of have to refer back to your why reason.
Right.
And your why reasons change, they evolve sometimes. So you're going to see the evolution in your why reason as you coach for a longer amount of time.
Right.
So I
That
want
makes
you to write
sense.
down what is your why reason. You don't have to tell me. Like, just take a few minutes, write it down. I have said that your why reason should be so meaningful to you that it almost makes you cry. So whenever you go live about your why reason, which most likely you will do, you're probably going to be in the version 2.
So it's the why for coaching, not a why for fitness, or both?
Both.
Okay.
Why did you start this journey? Why did you join Beachbody? How is that helping you?
Right. Both times I was half a cripple.
Well, let me tell you, because it's not as emotional as right now, like, because we have people in front of us, but and I had, for example, one coach back then who I thought she was just like she really didn't have any emotion. I was like, what's your why reason? She's like, oh, I just want to help other people. I'm like, I understand you want to help people, but that's not going to push you when stuff gets harder. Because it's going to get hard in this business. There are times where, yeah, I've gotten upset before if I didn't hit my goal and things like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, am I going to quit? Am I, I don't know if I can do this. But then the next day is a new day and I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, no, this is why I started. So when I saw her go live and she told me what her real reason for joining was, she started crying.
Yeah.
Like, that's the why reason. So make sure it's strong enough so when you do go through the hard stuff, you keep going. Okay? And yes, I think your family or boyfriend or husband and children should be in the why reason.
Huh?
Did you hear me?
No.
Okay. I said no, and that's where I think your boyfriend or your husband or your kids, they should be the why reason.
They can't hear anything.
Oh, really? You can't hear me?
Okay. No, I can hear you. He can't hear you. I have headphones on.
Okay.
You don't have to whisper.
That should be part of why reason though. Okay. Write down what program you're doing. I'm sorry, that sounded like a command. Please write down.
Yes.
Okay, write down your goals. Your goals for both fitness, financial, mental, and your business. So my goal is to help at least 3 of my coaches to get to Emily. And also to to achieve SC6, which I think I'm going to do.
You said fitness, financial, mental, and what's the other one?
Business,
Business.
like the business.
Business.
Like, do you want to hit SC5 or do you want to hit Emerald?
That kind of thing.
Okay. Next thing. What is your PD? What personal development are you reading or listening to that you're applying into your life?
Say it again.
Your personal development,
Oh, okay.
which one are you doing every single day? Or which one should you be doing every single day and applying to your everyday life?
Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna grab a bar to eat real quick. I'm like hungry.
I have my Shakeology, shoot.
I need to get another book. I'm almost done. Well, I only got like 2 pages left of the Badass book.
Oh, really?
Huh?
Awesome. That's a long book.
I love
You're
it.
reading a lot.
I love that book.
Girl, you gotta talk about it. Okay.
I was
I
like
have to
writing
go
down
back.
quotes today so that I could like start posting them.
Perfect.
And then I'm
See,
listening. I'm like, that's amazing. And then later I'm like, what did she say?
write it down. You know what? I put it on my calendar. Post this and this at 6 o'clock. Mind you, this is how busy I've been all day too. I still haven't posted. I know. I should be posting at 10 a.m., but I got caught up. So I have to post after this call. So this is what I'm going to get back with getting coaching into your life. Now, for incorporating coaching into your life. If you take a look at my Instagram and my Instagram stories, you're going to see that I practically have almost my whole life on my Instagram story. Throughout the day, my meal prep is on there. I talk about my fiance. I talk about our wedding. I talk about being 31 and trying to move out before we get married. I talk about my PMDD. I talk about my knock knees. Notice that I'm also talking about PMDD and my knock knees. If not every day, I'm talking about them every single day, if not every other day. So I'm talking about things that are not related to fitness, right? These are all my jobs, okay? But every single day, I do talk about fitness. And I'm inviting at the same time, not only to my challenge group, but also as a coach.
Right.
So I know you guys have seen on Colleen's, on Colleen's the Dream Core trainings and the calls. They're always saying that you invite on Instagram stories or invite in your post. And it's going to take a while to kind of get a feel of like how you want to do it or what works for you. But the point is you've got to start now. So, because there are going to be things that don't work for you the way that I used to invite before. It was terrible. I was like, that is not authentically me. Because the point of the script, the thing is, I would like copy and paste the script. The point of the script is really to just give you an idea that you can take apart from.
Right.
It's not really to copy and paste. Make it your own. Talk like how you would talk in person. Okay? That's why it sounds sometimes kind of cute in the kids. I add a lot of emojis to make it colorful. So be authentic, be you. Okay? That's what I mean about incorporating your life. Like you were at the DMV, right, Casey? At the DMV, you could have been like, I don't know, waiting at the DMV taking a selfie. And you know what? I don't give a F if they're looking at me taking a selfie since I can't care anymore. So I'm gonna take a selfie and let people know that I'm at the DMV waiting for my car. Yes, I am real. I have real problems, but this is how I'm solving it. I'm not solving it in a, a negative way.
Right.
Maybe you can call me the DMV for 4 hours. Okay, that's just an idea, but you get my flow, right?
Time I was there ever.
Or Chantel, you have your kids. It's like the perfect thing.
There's a little monster in the background.
Exactly. The mom thing is like awesome.
Yeah, they're always behind me somewhere.
Exactly. And the cool thing about moms reaching out to other moms is that you guys kind of have like similar problems. You lack sleep. You have, the kids are always around and things like that. So those are things to like relate with to your audience. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's just you got to kind of have like get in the feel of it.
Yeah.
Or like I've seen people ask questions just to create engagement. Creating engagement increases your affinity. So that means it attracts more people to your page. And Facebook
so if you
will
comment on somebody else's like post kind of thing.
Sorry?
Like if you're going around commenting on other people's posts.
You can do that too. That helps with it also. But if they come directly to your page and they start commenting, that is massive. So make sure you're commenting and liking back. So that's why, like, if you look at Craig's Facebook or I think it was Janelle. If you look at Janelle's Facebook, they ask one question in like that color post, like it's purple and the letters are white. Like, send help, I need help on this, please let me know your ideas of blah, blah, blah. And then you see like 148 responses. Those are your people. Those are your people that you connect with. So just even one post like that makes a huge difference. It takes what, 5 minutes to make a post like that? Not even.
Yeah.
Do it in the bathroom while you're going to. What I used to do. So when I was babysitting, and then the baby was like, "Oh, I want to go to the bathroom." No, you can't go to the bathroom with me. Just 1 minute. I would create the post where I'm peeing. That's the only time I could do it. So I know it's a little too much information, but okay.
They do. They're like, "Can I come with you?" Like,
I know, like, no,
it's up to you. Your funeral.
Okay. So next thing, write down 5 things about you, 5 top things about you. Or you can write more than 5, but you're gonna write at least 5 that you're gonna talk about and that you're gonna post about.
Okay.
Hi, baby. Oh, hi. Oh, you're so cute. Which, by the way, I'm gonna put you guys in my Instagram stories right now. That's my team. Say what's up, people.
Oh, God. Hold on.
Too late. You're already
Have my Medusa hair going on up there.
Oh my gosh, I gotta show you this, Casey. Yes. Awesome. Okay. All right. So we got your 5 things, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. So what you want to do with those 5 things, I mean, you don't have to post about 5, the whole 5 every single day, but you want to cover your passion and you want to cover those in your posts, especially Instagram stories. The rule, I believe, is 5 minimum Instagram stories will keep you in Instagram's algorithm.
How many?
Minimum of 5
A day?
per day.
Jesus, Instagram.
Oh, let me tell you the stuff that I had to do in order to get my 5. Oh, well,
I'm gonna start taking them when I'm waking up. Good morning. That's one.
Some people do that. Some people do that.
I'm like brushing my teeth, like.
I even did when I got up, I did like a short Instagram story of me getting up and putting my Energizer in my cup with the water. Like the things that we do on Instagram stories.
Should have your boyfriend videotape you like crawling across the floor towards your Energize.
Okay.
Please give me energy. I need it.
No coffee, just unicorn juice. So, Instagram stories. Get on it. Another thing, recognize your people. So, there are 4 vitals. I don't know if you guys saw this in here yet. There are 4 vitals. Product of the product, writing, PD, and recognition. Our 5th vital for our team is social media. So these are what you have to touch every day in your power hour. Okay? You know about the vitals? It is so important. This is like half of your inviting. If you don't have these, then your inviting is nothing. It's going to be tough for you to invite and grow your business at the same time. Because you have to go. When you're asking them, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I didn't see any. I didn't see any posts about this. So, what were you talking about?" So the credibility is gonna be kind of lost if you don't post about those things, about being proud of the product, that you're using the actual product or doing the actual service, and things like that. And you're learning, which is your personal development. You're learning what you need to do in order to be a coach and to be a better person. You're recognizing your team, which means that you're not the only one who's getting results. You're helping others get results and your teammates too. So that's so important. What was the last one? Number 4, right?
Did product of product, invite, personal development, and the 5th one, social media.
Sorry. You're
What was it? Right.
You have to be inviting every single day. At least 12 people. Okay? So that means, or 12 conversations is what I think. So, 3 of adding, 3 connecting, 3 inviting, and 3 following up. So you need all of those, and of course social media, you have to post about it. All of those 5 you need to do every single day. It has to be in your power hour. And speaking about power hour, what time are you going to commit to doing your power hour? Write it down. I was an hour late to my power hour. I ended up working 2 hours in my power hour.
My power hour is late at night.
I know. You know what? That's what I want to get into next. Success partners. I'm probably going to pair you up with Julie. She should have been on the call. I think she's working. Julie is also a mommy.
In her post.
Yeah. So, and you guys kind of started at the same time.
Oh.
In the same week. So it's perfect. Your mommies, you started at the same time. You come from a corporate background too, right?
Say again?
She's nursing.
Oh, healthcare.
Okay. She still works part-time, but you guys, you two together and bouncing ideas off each other and holding each other accountable, that's what success partners do. Okay? So, and you're both striving to reach similar goals.
Right.
Okay? So, no, we'll get into success partners a little bit more later now. Casey, I need to find one for you. Success partner for you. Hey, you guys, the Dream Core questions that you're asking, awesome job. Because Dream Core and Team Drop the Cookie, of course there are people, we're in their organization. So make sure you're teaming up with them and reaching out to them too. Don't be scared. They are so welcoming and so supportive.
Yeah.
But reach out to them because you're going to be seeing them at Summit. You're going to be seeing them on the SC trip. And they're going to be like, oh my gosh, you're Connie. Finally get to meet you in person. So good job with the questions and engagement on Dreamcore. Okay. This is okay. Your ideal customer. So I want us to write down who your ideal customer is, what you picture them to be, to the specific detail, where they shop, are they a mom, do they like knapsack hats, like specific. Do they live near the beach? Are they from up north?
Making a customer or like a future husband over here?
You know what?
Yeah, let me not say that too loud. I'm gonna get myself in trouble over here.
I got into coaching, so no, but seriously, pick your ideal customer, and I'll tell you why you should be so specific. It's gonna take like 5 minutes. You can even go as far as into what kind of brand they like.
What kind of what? Brands?
Kind of brands they like, how old they are, the color of their hair, do they have cats, do they like makeup? You know, I'm just running out ideas here. Like for me, my ideal customer, she is an anxiety warrior. She's constantly trying to improve herself. But she's kind of struggling. That's okay. She's by the beach. She is she wants to do adventurous things, but she feels kind of held back. She likes kind of like boho kind of stuff and kind of a hippie style, but every once in a while she turns to yoga and Tupac, listen to Tupac or something. Okay. And note that she sounds a lot like me, right? And she uses this almost the same language as me, and she's funny. And have like maybe one chick come over. That's a laugh. That's a laugh. So, this is where we get into forming. When you get into your conversations, you want to relate with them, right? So one of those ways to do it is to start by forming. That means you're relating to them and starting conversations with them based on your relationship, like with family. Like, oh, you have 3 kids, I have 3 kids too. You know? You know what? That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother thing. That's probably going to take me a lot of time. We'll leave that for inviting. How about that? We'll do another team call on inviting. Okay. Solely on inviting. That's most likely going to be. Oh, look at that. We'll make it part of the Emerald push. So, okay, that's a good idea. All right, so the reason why I have you picking out your ideal customer is so you can research where they go. So, Instagram, of course, is the #1 social media right now to find your tribe, which is because of hashtag. You can also do this on Facebook, but it's more prominent on Instagram. How I would do it on Facebook is by going to groups. Like, I'm in PMDD groups. I go through like transformational groups as well. I go to This Is 31 groups because I'm 31, and for some reason there's a lot of 31-year-olds in there that I could just pick off of and make my friends. So go into those groups that you like. For example, I like, what kind of brand? Papaya. I like the Papaya brand, not the, I do like Papaya, but I'm talking about the clothing brand. So I like that kind of fashion. I'm going to go in there and start commenting and liking and relating with the people in there. The thing is, in these groups, you're not allowed to invite. So what do? I start doing the commenting and liking, and then I search for the people that are like me. I go on their Facebook, and then I friend them. And I hit them up with a message. Hey girl, I totally agree with you on that. On that shirt, I totally loved it. Did you get to buy it? How do you like it? Mm. So those are conversation starters. Or like if you're into yoga or anything holistic with natural remedies or anything like that, I would go on through an Instagram example. A good hashtag would probably be like healing from within, or healthy meal prep ideas hashtag. I would go in there and then I would find my place. I would find my girls. I'd be like, okay, I'd look at her profile, it seems like she's a lot like me. I have found also, and it's the weirdest thing, when I go into some of these holistic profiles, some of them actually like listening to Tupac and wearing Biggie shirts. Like, that is me. I'm like, I love that. And I end up messaging them. And we're connecting. So small things like that, that's what you're searching for in your ideal customer. For me, I live near the beach. So I'm going to go through hashtag Fort Lauderdale Beach. Use the location that you're in. Oh, baby, sorry, I'm almost done. I use the location that I'm in because there's a lot of people in there that I can relate with. So, um, yeah. So the hashtag for Audio Beach, and then I look for girls that are around my age who are again like me. So the reason why I say like you is because you're gonna want a team that is a lot like you, right? So I would say like 90% of the team is going to be a lot like you. Okay. The other 10%, I mean, my uncle is not like me, but he signed up. He's like me in a way where he wants to get in shape,
Right.
you know, and he's related to my aunt. So, you know, that's the thing that we have in common. Obviously, I'm not going to go ask a male bodybuilder because I don't relate to a man. Because, I'm a girl, so I relate better to women.
Right.
Okay. So that's looking for your ideal customer. Yeah, it's really easy. You guys have questions about anything or want to go over anything
Oh, Jesus.
specific? I have like 10 minutes. I'm sorry. And by the way, everything that you wrote down, you might want to rewrite it because this is something you're going to want to post and that you look at every single day. These things are going to remind you that you've got to put these into your power hour or like somehow remember how important these are to your business. Okay. So all you really need is one post. If you can only make one post because your life is like hectic, that's okay. It takes one post to make a difference. But craft it well. So sometimes it takes me 5 minutes to make posts, sometimes it takes me an hour. It depends what my message is for at that moment and how I'm feeling. So make sure you are posting every day, guys. I know it's tough, but it's going to break the consistency and it's going to also break the algorithm that is the building that you've had if you miss one. Okay? I'm not going to lie, I've probably missed like 3 times in my career, maybe 4. And I've seen how much it set me back on Facebook. It's 6 likes from like 45. It was just like really bad. So make sure you're posting every day. As far as your workouts, show up in the challenge tracker. Show up in the group because this is where your people are. This is where people need the most support too. This is what they're looking for. This is the support. Okay, and the accountability. Once you have your own teams, you're going to be doing things exactly like this. You're going to be holding your own team calls. You're going to be holding your own challenge groups. So make sure you are doing your personal development. Remember, at a point, you're doing personal development for you. But once you start building a team, you're going to be doing it for them also. Big time. And watch other successful coaches too. Mirror what they're doing, take what they're doing and make it your own. Make it your own little thing. Okay? So I've seen some posts, by the way. If you follow Jessica Badassery, she did like a campaign of like Free the Nipple or something, where she had her baby. She was on social media like breastfeeding her baby. She's like, I really don't have the time. I have to work and I'm doing this too. And she was like posting on social media while she was posting. I'm not saying you do that. It's up to you. It's your personal call. But I'm saying that's an example of how transparent her as a mom was. And she's a fitness competitor and she's working. She's a single mom. Yeah. So Jessica Badassery, she's a really good, she posts really well.
Jessica Badassery?
Yeah. That's her page. So she takes awesome pictures too.
Sorry.
That's all I have to say.
I
Did you
don't
have something?
see her on
Before?
here.
Casey?
Huh?
Before I started blabbing again, did you have something you wanted?
I was just looking through the notes to see if I had any questions. I was just trying to look for the Jessica Badassery. I can't find her on there. I'm gonna have to find her through your followers or something. What do we got? Oh, like say we're inviting to something. Like say I want to invite to something specific, but like I don't have like I'm not a proof of that product. Like I'm not a proof of 2B mindset because I don't have 2B mindset. I'm not gonna lie and say that I have it or that I know what it's like, but I've been like researching it like all day just to kind of know what answers to give if people ask me certain questions and everything. And like it's Beachbody's pages are weird sometimes. Like you'll click on if you want to like look at something, you'll click it on like the regular Beachbody page or the Team Beachbody page, and you'll get like a link. But then like if you Google it, you'll find like a better link that better like describes it. Usually in the Beachbody on Demand has like the best links that describe the programs in there. I don't know why. They should definitely put it into the regular Beachbody page. I have to like go searching for it. So I found it and like I was able to like send it to like a friend of mine. He had expressed that, you know, he's like, I want to eat better, but I don't want to be like on a strict diet. I just want to know how to eat better. And like, I was like, oh, this is perfect for you. You know, but I didn't really know too much about it. And I can talk to him like directly and it's like a little easier, I feel like, as opposed to like writing a post to invite to something that I've never done before. So, I didn't know how to like write informationally while still sounding like funny. And then also like be authentic and not be like pulling people's legs or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what I did was I didn't start to be mindset yet, but I know a lot about it because just, you know, Janelle Temertino,
Oh yeah.
she was in the test group.
Okay.
So take a look at her feed. There was also a whole bunch of calls on it, but I don't think you have signed up yet. What I would do in that situation, and this is the thing about launches, about new programs coming out, you want to go ahead and kind of try out the new program.
Right.
Or sometimes they'll have sneak peeks and things like that. Or the people who are doing the program, ask them what it's about, and then use their photographs. I use Janelle's, I use Tammy's, and then I Googled 2B Mindset, what's it called?
The before and afters.
And then I actually posted them on my Instagram stories and let them know what it's about. And it's basically about feeding your body and not restricting the things you like, but having a different mindset on it. Some people call it, or some coaches call it, food freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did. I just took their results and posted about it. But I was honest about it. I'm like, you know what? I am not in a program where I, you know, want to lose weight. But what I love is that I can actually learn about how to think of food properly in order to get to my goals anyway.
Right.
So that's the awesome challenge for me.
Right.
Now, granted, that may not be the same goal as you. I think it would be perfect because it's really good for people that are binge eating or have some kind of eating disorder or are injured and they can't work out. So that's what I mentioned in my post.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would be like, take a look at my girl Janelle. Look at her results. I posted it and I recognize it. That's a recognition post.
Now, did you ask her if you could use her photos or you just like?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But she's also in the test group, so it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of okay too. But don't be afraid to ask them, because I don't I don't know any time where anyone said no. They love it when people recognize them. So yeah, I'm not afraid to ask them. You shouldn't be either. They're more than happy to help because at one point or another, they're probably going to ask you for help too. So
Right.
we're all in it together. So yeah, you can ask Chanel. You can use any of ours, and that's the thing, guys. Like I said before, talk to your team. Reach out to them. Reach out. Krista Laughlin, Chantel. She is an awesome mommy on our team, and she's very successful. Go ahead and follow her and connect with her too. Get tips from her.
Yeah, I see her post too.
Yeah, she's a great coach. Which, mind you, I'm not like tooting my own horn, but I'm going to. Me and her went to a retreat, and she came up to me, and before she got really super successful and her business like just blew up, she came to me at the retreat and she was like, Soma, you are like my inspiration. What? You and Devin, I just wish you and me and my husband could be like that. I'm like, of course you could be like that. And look at her now. She wasn't like that before. So this is what happens when you start connecting with your team. It gives you fire, it gives you energy to go ahead and grow. Okay, I've babbled long enough. Do you guys have any other questions? I know we're kind of stuck on inviting, but that's going to be a whole other training that we can do next week. Okay. Hopefully get you guys to SE before the 31st or the 30th. Woo! Okay. All right. If you guys don't have any questions, thanks for joining. I'll see you later. Bye. Bye.
Bye.